You don't ruin things because you're weak. You ruin them because a hidden part of you believes safety lies in staying small. You feel it right at the edge of progress, a promotion, a good relationship, a healthy streak. Then you say the one thing that breaks the momentum, or you disappear, or you forget what matters. This is your inner saboteur, not a monster, but an old guard who thinks judgment will destroy you. So it keeps you where no one can see you succeeding. Watch, because if you do not face this now, your best years will be spent building beautiful excuses instead of a life you can respect. If you delay, you train yourself to associate success with danger and failure with relief. And that conditioning hardens into a life that never launches. If you ignore this pattern, it will choose your partners, your income, your identity, and it will convince you that the choice was never yours. This video is urgent because the longer the loop runs, the more your nervous system equates visibility with threat, and the harder it is to step into freedom. Let's name the real enemy, not fear itself, but the fear of being judged when you win. You are not addicted to failure. You are addicted to the relief you feel when danger of judgment disappears. That relief trains you to drop your progress right at the moment it would finally make you visible. You will sabotage again unless you learn to see this part clearly, hear it, and retrain it. Here's the struggle you know too well. You do the work, stack quiet wins, then the call comes, praise, a new client, a partner's admiration, and something inside tightens. Your thoughts speed up. This won't last. I don't deserve this. They'll see I'm not enough. And then, almost without choosing, you stall, pick a fight, or ghost the opportunity. After the dust settles, relief arrives. Good, that pressure is gone. But with it comes a private shame that keeps you quiet about the sabotage. If this continues, you pay for safety with your future. If you do not do this, you will keep being controlled by people you're trying to impress or avoid, because their imagined judgment will script your every move. And here's the worst part. The world will move on while you are busy protecting a version of you that no longer exists. Now step into the story. Imagine a man walking through a city built from his memories. He knows every alley, every broken step, every safe dark spot. He carries a key to a high tower where the signal fire waits. If he lights it, the city will be seen, and his life will change. But there are watchers on the walls, tall figures made of wind and whispers. They are not real, but they feel real, and their eyes are cold. Whenever he climbs, the whispers rise. Who do you think you are? The city will judge you. They'll see you, and they'll take it all away. So at the last steps, he pauses, pretends he forgot the matches, and trudges down to safety. Down below, a familiar comfort returns. The city stays quiet, and he becomes a ghost among things he can predict. But each time he refuses the fire, the city fades a little more, and his own voice grows thinner, like it belongs to someone standing far away. One day he meets a visitor in a gray cloak by the river. The stranger shows him a small mirror that reflects not his face, but the city's tower shimmering. The stranger says, "Until you can see what stops your hand at the top step, your life will be directed by that step." Carl Jung once wrote, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." This is the mirror the stranger offers. The man realizes his city is built from early judgments, moments where silence was safer than success, where mistakes were punished more than effort. His inner guard learned that exposure equals pain, so it does its job. It makes him drop what might draw attention. Do you feel this guard inside you, especially when praise lands or an opportunity opens? Do you notice how your sabotage often comes disguised as rational caution, fairness, or needing more time? Can you see that your fear is less about failing and more about the eyes that might follow your success? In the story, the man asks the stranger, "Why does this keep happening?" The stranger points to his chest and then the tower. "You believe safety lives below," the stranger says, "so every step upward feels like betrayal of what has kept you alive. Your body is loyal to the familiar. Do you want safety or freedom?" The man admits the truth. He wants freedom, but he is terrified of the cost. He makes a decision. He will climb again, but this time he will expect the whispers and greet them, not run from them. He begins to climb, whispering back, "I hear you. I know you're trying to keep me safe. Walk with me, but do not steer." At the top, the wind roars and the watchers gather, but he lights the fire anyway. And then something unexpected. The watchers dissolve and the city glows. The man feels fear, yes, but also a deep, clean quiet. The story is simple. You are the man. The tower is your success, and the watchers are the imagined judgments that train your fear. Your inner saboteur is not your enemy. It is a bodyguard who still thinks you are a child walking on broken glass without shoes. Carl Jung understood this as the unseen forces that steer us from within. When we ignore them, they masquerade as circumstance. When we face them, they loosen their grip. Ask yourself now, when do you pull back the most? When praised, when money increases, or when someone important watches? Where do you pick fights that hand you an exit, right when connection deepens? What if your problem is not laziness or lack of talent, but a nervous system trained to choose invisible safety over visible success? If you do not gently retrain it, you will keep trading your future for the temporary relief of hiding. Now the story ends and the work begins. Here is what you can do now to stop self-sabotage when things get good. Step 1. Map your sabotage moments. For the next 10 days, notice precisely when the urge to derail shows up. After praise, after money, after intimacy, after visibility. Write down 3 things. What happened, what you felt in your body, and what relief your sabotage promised. Keep it specific, not poetic. You'll discover your pattern is predictable, not random. Predictable means trainable. Step 2. Name the guard. Give your inner saboteur a simple, respectful name like the guard, the driver, or the old alarm. Naming makes it separate from you, which gives you room to make a choice. Step 3. Build a safety plan that does not include quitting. When the guard shows up, it wants to shut down the entire mission. Your plan keeps you moving, but slower and steadier. Create a simple micro-step rule. When praise or pressure hits, you perform one small visible action that increases stability instead of dropping the whole project. Examples: send a status update email, book the next session, schedule the next call, or complete the most modest deliverable. You are teaching your body, we can be seen and still be safe. Step 4. Practice exposure to judgment in controlled doses. Today, share one small win with a person who supports you, then breathe until the urge to downplay fades. Tomorrow, publish a modest piece of work to a small audience, then do nothing to check responses for an hour. You are conditioning your system to survive the feeling of being visible. Step 5. Create an aftercare ritual for success. Most sabotage happens because you don't know what to do with the energy of good. When things go well, perform a grounding ritual, drink water, take a short walk, breathe 4 slow cycles, then write 3 facts about what went right. Facts calm the mind. Ritual calms the body. Together they prevent the urge to blow things up from overwhelm. Step 6. Use if-then scripts to interrupt automatic sabotage. If I feel the urge to argue with my partner after a great day, then I will step outside, breathe for 2 minutes, and name out loud what actually happened. If I want to ghost a client after praise, then I will send one honest sentence and book the next call. Pre-decisions remove the hesitation your guard exploits. Step 7. Replace the exit. Your guard will try to hand you easy exits disguised as logic. Create new exits that release pressure without destroying progress. Instead of "I quit," use "I pause for 20 minutes," or "I reduce scope by 10%," or "I move the deadline by 1 day." You keep the arc intact while lowering intensity. Step 8. Give the guard a job. Tell it, your job is to spot real danger, not imagined judgment. Ask it to protect your energy during recovery, not block your visibility during growth. It wants to work, it just needs direction. Step 9. Pre-mortem your success. Ask, if this goes well, what is the most likely way I will blow it up? Write the top 3 sabotage moves you usually make and pre-plan the counter move. Example: if I'm praised publicly, I will not argue. I will say thank you, step outside, breathe, and text one mentor. Step 10. Build an I can be seen and stay free rehearsal. Each morning, visualize yourself receiving praise and staying steady, then take a small visible action. This is not fantasy. It's training the body to expect safety during visibility. Small repetition rewires faster than grand declarations. Step 11. Repair quickly. When you sabotage, do not dive into shame. Repair within 24 hours. Apologize cleanly, restore the appointment, resume the work. Your guard learns that mistakes do not equal exile. Fast repair is a freedom habit. Step 12. Train for judgment tolerance. Once a week, do one small thing that invites benign judgment. Sing badly in an empty room with the window open. Share a draft with a trusted friend. Post a modest thought without defending it. Sit with the discomfort without fixing it. It will not kill you. This is how you stop trading your life for the fear of eyes. Now, let's target your personal triggers. Trigger 1. Praise. Watch for the reflex to correct, minimize, or joke away. Counter. Say thank you, then go take a brief walk, not to escape, but to let your body absorb safety. Trigger 2. Money. When income rises, your guard may declare you greedy or doomed. Counter. Move a small portion into savings immediately. Donate a tiny amount, then invest one visible step back into your work. Trigger 3. Intimacy. When someone gets close, your guard expects judgment or abandonment, so it finds flaws or starts arguments. Counter. Name the feeling, not the flaw. I feel exposed and tense. Then ask for a brief break or hold hands for 1 minute without talking. Trigger 4. Authority. When a boss, leader, or parent-like figure watches, your guard predicts humiliation. Counter. Prepare a one-sentence summary of your work before the meeting after debrief 3 facts that went fine. Trigger 5. Visibility. The crowd's gaze, even imagined, can feel lethal. Counter. Choose one consistent platform to share small progress every week. No performance, just proof. Now, the deeper layer, why you prefer failure that feels safe. Somewhere, failure brought a relief from pressure. People stopped expecting, judging, or punishing. Your body coded that relief as survival. It learned that thriving invites attention, and attention can hurt. This is why you feel a surge of calm right after you sabotage. You just escaped judgment, but you also rejected your future. To break this, we will replace relief from hiding with relief from staying. When you feel the impulse to destroy, breathe into your back, relax your jaw, and choose a small action that keeps you visible. Then give yourself a reward that calms without shrinking you. Tea, a shower, a walk, a single song with eyes closed. Your new relief is I stayed, not I hid. You might ask, but what if people actually judge me? They will. Some will, some won't. The point is not to avoid judgment. It is to stop letting judgment govern you like a tyrant. If you do not do this, you will keep offering your life to strangers' opinions and calling it prudence. Real freedom is not the absence of judgment. It is the absence of captivity to it. Now train your body, not just your mind. Before any high-stakes moment, run the 4 anchors. Anchor 1. Ground your feet. Feel the floor for 10 seconds, toes to heels. Anchor 2. Breathe 4, 7, 8 twice. Inhale 4, hold 7, exhale 8. Anchor 3. Name 3 objects you can see, 3 sounds you hear. Anchor 4. Speak 1 sentence to your guard. You can stand down. We are safe and still moving. These anchors lower the alarm enough to choose the next visible step. Second body practice. The 60-second stay. Set a mental minute where you feel the urge to flee but hold your position. Squeeze your palms, relax your jaw, stare softly at a spot, and let the wave crest. The wave passes. The opportunity remains. Third body practice. Wind downshift. After a wind, do a 5-minute walk with no devices, shake your arms gently, and say 3 facts. This happened. I did it. Nothing bad is happening now. You are teaching your nervous system to metabolize success instead of reject it. Now let's confront the deepest fear. What if judgment arrives anyway and hurts? Here is your shield, self-respect built from aligned behavior. When you act according to your values, honesty, effort, care, others' opinions lose the power to define you. Carl Jung spoke of building a relationship with the unseen parts of ourselves. You are doing this now by giving your guard a voice, but not the wheel. Ask yourself, what would freedom look like in one area this week? Not a fantasy, one visible, modest action. Is it sending the proposal, taking the healthy meal out of the container and actually eating it, or telling the truth you've been avoiding? Freedom is built from actions, not arguments. Let's make a contract you can live by for the next 30 days. Daily. One uncomfortable action that aligns with your goals, however small. Daily. 1 minute of judgment tolerance. Read a quick critique without replying. Let it pass through. Daily. A 60-second stay right after any praise. Weekly. Share a piece of progress publicly to a small audience. Then do nothing for an hour. Weekly. Repair one thing you degraded or delayed because of fear. Monthly. Choose one higher stakes exposure that matters. Present, ship, commit, ask. Now, let's talk about relationships, because self-sabotage loves the arena of love. When someone gets close and you fear judgment, your guard tries to create distance so you can breathe. Instead of detonating the connection, tell the truth in 20 words. I feel exposed and scared of being judged. I want to stay and breathe. If you do not do this, you will repeat the same cycle with different faces and call the faces the problem. Connection is a training ground for staying in visibility without losing yourself. Now work in mission, because your future deserves more than careful sabotage. Create a frictionless ramp for the first 10 minutes of any high visibility task. No decisions for 10 minutes. Just open the file. Type the title placeholder, move one paragraph, send one message. You are sneaking past the guard before it wakes fully. Then, set a timer for 25 minutes of focused work. When it ends, celebrate with a breath and a stretch, not social media or doom checking. After 3 cycles, step outside for 5 minutes. The day becomes easier when your body feels safe. Now boundaries, because judgment often comes from unclear lines. Decide what you will not explain. Your bedtime, your training schedule, your writing hour, your building hour. You do not owe a performance to earn permission for a healthy life. The inner saboteur thrives in chaos. Boundaries starve it. Now let's anchor this to your identity. Adopt a quiet phrase. I am a man who can be seen and stay free. If you're not a man, adapt it to your truth. Repeat it when you act, not as a spell, but as a description of what you are practicing. Identity follows behavior like a shadow, follows the body. Now, 3 emergency moves when you feel sabotage rising like a storm. Emergency move 1, cold water reset. Splash your face or take a cold shower for 30 seconds to cut adrenaline. Emergency move 2, exile the decision. Say, I decide tomorrow, and focus on one low-stakes task for 15 minutes. Emergency move 3, call a truth teller. Choose one person you can text. I'm about to blow this up. I'm doing a 20-minute pause. These are last-ditch breaks that keep the car from going over the edge. Next, dismantle the myth that judgment means exile. Recall 3 moments where someone judged you and nothing lasting happened. Keep them on a card in your mind. Your mind needs evidence that dragons are sometimes just wind in the trees. Now, remember the city and the tower. When you climb and light the fire, you will feel both fear and relief. Let them both exist. Do not chase the fear away. Do not chase the relief away. Stand between them and stay. Staying is your new power move. And what about the voices from your past that still speak? Honor the origin but reject the rule. You can thank the teacher and discard the lesson that said you survive only when unseen. Freedom is earned by choosing the present over the past. You will not become fearless. You will become honest and steady. You will still feel the urge to sabotage, and that will no longer frighten you. You will recognize it, greet it, and keep walking. If you do not do this, the next decade will look like the last, and you will call it bad luck. But if you do this, you can be visible and free, successful and grounded. Imagine your work launched and steady, not frantic. Imagine your relationships warm and honest, not brittle. Imagine walking into rooms without shrinking or performing. Now, one final practice, nightly debrief. Ask 3 questions before sleep. Where did I stay when I wanted to hide? Where did I hide? And how will I repair? What did I learn about my guard today? Record one sentence answer for each, no poetry, just facts. Tomorrow, act on one repair. Your life will change because your actions will change. Carl Jung believed that when we befriend what we fear in ourselves, we inherit energy and direction. Your inner saboteur holds energy you can use once it changes jobs. It was never about destroying you. It was about keeping you unseen. Inform it that the mission has changed. Now you protect your freedom by stepping forward, not disappearing. Ask yourself one last question. If I were already free from fear of judgment, what small thing would I do tomorrow morning before 9 a.m.? Do that. Then do it again the next day. Progress will feel like quiet steps, not fireworks. You will feel pride that is clean, not loud. And the next time success arrives, you will not chase it away for relief. You will let it stay, and you will stay with it. The world may judge. The world may praise. You will proceed. Because you are no longer ruled by an old alarm pretending to be your truth. You reclaimed the tower. You lit the fire. You stayed. This is your life now, visible and free, grounded in your own respect. Walk forward. I'm with you.